Hey everyone. Today I would like to show you two things for D0, and the first one is live code tracing in Visual Studio. So this is a feature that D0 already has, but I decided to integrate it directly into Visual Studio for the best experience. So as you can see, we have a Super Tux game here, and you can see that we have those green lines showing us what code is currently executing. And if I, for example, jump, you can see that the code updates showing which parts of the code are actually executing now. This is great because you don't need to set any breakpoints to see if a line is executing or not. Another difference between the version in D0 and this extension is that it's completely automatic, meaning that if I go into the definition of this getVelocityX, live trace works automatically. You don't need to check any checkboxes yourself. It all shows once you navigate to a different file. Another thing which I wanted to show you is this live callers view, also in Visual Studio. So with this view, you can see exactly what is the current call stack for this function. So we can see this is the function that draws the player, and our cursor is currently in this function, meaning that we want to trace the current call stack for this function. You can see that we get the full call stack as we would get if we set a breakpoint and then hit it. So we can navigate backwards to see exactly how this function is called. So we have a game object manager draw, and then backwards, and then we see that the code trace is working here as well. We don't need to do anything, and that's how we can see how we got to a function without ever breaking the program itself. What's important is that this call stack is completely live. So for example, if I set my cursor on this getWidth function, we will actually see that there's many functions that call it. Now, of course, this UI isn't ideal. You would expect that every path is represented as its own tree, which of course will come later here. Both of these functions try to eliminate the use of breakpoints to just see what is currently executing and what path the code took to execute a certain line. The end goal is to move all of the functionality of D0 into Visual Studio and later into, for example, VS Code. Now, what I'm showing here is not released yet, and I'm still experimenting with Visual Studio extensions as a whole. If you have any questions, I'd like to hear your feedback in the comments below or in the D0 Discord. The link is in the description. That's all I've got for you today, and thank you for watching.